8th, 2022. As I like to say, if you have a code enforcement issue, you're in the right place. First thing I'm going to do is swear everyone in, so raise your right hand, say I do, and we're done. Does everyone swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. And they all know their right from their left, so that's a good start. All right, most of our hearings today are going to be either fine assessment or violation hearings. When you hear your name being called, please go up to that other podium, identify yourself by your name and your address. The village's attorney will announce the case. The village's code enforcement officer will present their case. You get to respond by questioning them and putting on any evidence you want, and I get to make a decision afterwards. That all switches when we get to the fine mitigation hearings. Those people have been through both a violation and a fine assessment hearing. They're asking for relief, so they get to go first. I think I've hit all the high points. You take it away, Village.
Thank you, sir. Amity Barnard, Assistant Village Attorney. We're starting on page 1 of the agenda. Irreparable, irreversible violation hearings. It's case 21-0993, 11917 Southern Boulevard, HIODT LLC.
Dina Foley, Code Officer for the Village of Royal Palm, Code Section 15-4A, B1, 2C, 15-5A and B, 1571, 26-29B, 26-30A, 2632D6.
All right, can we just stop for 1 second, just get the appearance of the other person here?
Sorry.
Could you tell us your name for the record and your position?
Tom Evers, Everclean Construction.
Tom, and spell your last name, please.
EVERS.
And construction. Okay.
Yes.
All right, please proceed, Village.
Vegetation was removed from the FDOT row without consent of FDOT and Royal Palm Beach. Linda Walker observed this on 5/27/22. The notice of violation was sent out certified mail on 5/31 and was signed for on 6/2/22, along with the notice of hearing. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, landscape plan.
Okay, so you have a signed green card, you have service.
Sir, those documents that I just handed you, those are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Do you have any objection to the documents themselves? Thank you, sir.
I do need to make a correction, actually. It was the vegetation was removed from the FDOT right-of-way without consent from FDOT and the Royal Palm Beach.
Okay. All right, and there's some sort of agreement that you have with the FDOT to maintain this? Is that correct?
There is, and if I could just read into the record, the resolutions that approved, this is the Cypress Key Town Center development. The resolution, it's resolution 16-46. The language states the answer to your question is yes, there is an agreement between the village and FDOT. It's FDOT right-of-way, but the village does maintain all the landscaping. Condition 4C in the resolution, which is a development order, says that the property owners or association shall be responsible for the maintenance of landscaping and adjacent public and private roads up to the edge of pavement and water's edge, except landscaping in the FDOT right-of-way maintained by the village.
Okay.
So you can see in the photos, the gentleman has put them on the screen. All of the vegetation was removed without the village's consent, without any correspondence from FDOT, essentially putting the village at risk of violating the agreement. The village's desire tonight is for that landscaping to be put in back at the existing condition that it was removed. So the same heights, the same maturity as to what was there prior to it being removed.
All right, is that it? Do you have more?
Yeah, the only other thing, we cited this as irreparable and irreversible. This was witnessed originally many months ago. There's been correspondence between the village and the adjacent property owner, but to date, as you can see from the photos, nothing has been done to restore the area. So
If I can speak, can I jump in?
We're not quite done.
you get to go next, sir. Just one more second, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're asking is for immediate compliance. At tonight's hearing, we're asking for a fine of $500 per day starting today until compliance is achieved.
Okay, Mr. Evers.
Okay, number one, we're talking about a row of saw palmettos that we took out that were overgrown with homeless living in them. So we actually took away, all we took away was saw palmettos, that there was a misunderstanding of where the boundary line was. When I went to the city on numerous occasions, it took the city a month or more from all their professionals to even tell me what was there and who put it there from years ago. If Rob Hill, your building official, was working this week, I would have already been issued my replant permit that we submitted with all the documentations of the same maturity trees that are currently being root pruned to transplant and put them back in place.
So you
So
went out,
if I,
and basically you trespassed and cut down someone else's property.
yeah, pretty much, yeah, there was no
And
sight line
now,
there.
and now we've had this going on for how many months?
So I think we're at 6 months or more.
We're at
now.
We
6
haven't been on
months?
site 6 months. I haven't had a permit for 6 months. We checked the dates on the permits issued. It's probably, we've been dealing with Harry Cutler, which is the approved architect for Village of Royal Palm, to help me put back and clean up this situation. So I'm not doing this on my own. We're using the staff that is recommended and supported by Harry Cutler. So we're not going off on a limb here. We have documentation saying here's what we're going to do, and them supporting the documents of what to do. And again, when Rob Hill returns from sabbatical, I'm sure he will issue my replant permit. And the trees are ready to transport to put back in. What I can't do is I can't fix the homeless problem that are still living in the clusters that are next to the ones we removed, but we'll deal with that on a whole nother level.
I don't know that it's the job of the construction manager to deal with a homeless problem.
What's that?
I don't know that that's actually your job to deal
No,
with
it's
a
not
homeless
going to be. I'm
problem.
going to be able to turn that over because they're on the edge of my owner, the building that I'm building for my owner versus the right-of-way area that we removed the trees from.
Okay.
And Special Magistrate, if I could just correct it, the date it started in March, so 3 months. I'm sorry, not 6.
3 months. Okay. So they're mad because you cut down their trees and their saw palmettos and that they might get in trouble with the FDOT.
Correct. We have an agreement that says any alteration to that landscaping has to be approved by the DOT. That has not been done.
But who knew any of this? It wasn't like we got a booklet saying, hey, by the way, if this happens because you're on the edge of our property and their property. It took Royal Palm a month to tell me what was what because they didn't know who owned what over there except the maintenance agreement that they had with the state. No one knew anything. It took me a month to sort it out. And I have documentation from Cutler Herring that will come to a hearing and say, this man's been trying to get the correct information for over a month now. And as of last week, we were able to find the vegetation, took photos of it being root pruned, and it's currently in the building official's desk to issue a permit to put these trees back.
I understand that. And again, the village's primary concern is that the vegetation is put back. We're not here to be punitive tonight. We're here to ensure that the vegetation gets
Correct.
put back the way that it was. So,
Okay, so when they come back in for the violation hearing or the violation reduction of
we will
this-
not oppose the mitigation. The village manager, the village staff, there have been many conversations about this, and as of this moment, standing here, nothing has been done to put the trees back. So we're looking to
Okay,
get
so-
them restored.
So you have them on tape now saying that they won't oppose a reduction on this, but they're going to want me to issue a fine so that there's some motivation to complete the work.
So
And-
how do I get penalized if I don't have anybody here to give me a permit to get that? How's that fair to me if I can't go there and get a permit to fix this?
Because they just said, if you do get it done
Yes.
in a reasonable amount of time, they will not oppose the reduction of the fine.
Okay.
But you've been playing with this since March, and even if it took
well, we
until
gotta be careful.
and even if it took until April to get it straightened out, we assume that your owner understands what he owns and what he doesn't.
Okay.
And your owner was the one who probably should have told you that there's a development order out there, and you're blaming the village for your
No, I'm not
owner
blaming the village.
You're blaming the village for the owner not knowing what he owns and what he's supposed to and not supposed to take care of.
Yeah.
And that's not the village's fault, at least in my world.
Yeah, and I guess the clarity on the permit you're seeking, is that a vegetation removal permit?
That's the only one Rob Hill said he can issue because they don't have one for replanting. They only have one for removal.
But just so we're clear, the village is not allowing removal of any of them. They're permitting under that specific
Yeah, I
permit, but
mean,
we're
they're-
requiring restoration of the
Yeah,
landscaping.
you have the desire right now to put back what they took out improperly.
Correct.
And I'm going to sign an order that says you get to put back what they took out improperly, and there's going to be a $250 a day fine until that happens. But we've had conversations that are on record that said they will not reduce the fine if it's done expeditiously. So,
As we sit here, if the permit's issued, I have the trees ready for transport from a homestead. The only place we're able to find them was in Homestead.
saw palmettos? They're all over the place.
Not 8-foot tall saw palmettos.
Well,
I hired a
that's your
broker.
problem that when you cut down 8-foot saw palmettos down. So
And Special Magistrate, we were asking for 500 per day. The law allows 5,000 per day.
I'm going to do it at 250 per day, and we're going to drop it down if we have a problem, or it's going to get cited and kept. So you're going to replace them, or you're going to be fined $250 a day until they're replaced. If they're replaced quickly, and you can blame the village if they're not going to give you the removal permit quickly as part of the mitigation process, then the fine will be reduced. Otherwise, it'll run.
Hunter, do you have any idea when when he's back in, the building official? Because he's the only one I was told that can issue this permit. Do you know when he's back? Okay. Well, as you can see, I've already lost this week to get that permit because he's unavailable. But we have the tree. I would be afraid to put them in without this permit, so I need that permit.
We understand that. You put that on the record now. We understand that.
Okay, it's all on the record. It's on tape. You can probably get a copy of that if you wish. Probably be a good idea. All right, so the request for the village to have an order entered requiring replacement with the exact same size planting is granted with a $250 a day fine, and we'll visit mitigation at a later date.
And just for the record, that fine starts today and continues until compliance is achieved.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
So then I can go to work tomorrow if I'm being fined for it? I don't understand. I'm a little confused.
If you get a vegetation permit issued on Monday,
yes,
and you start planning next week, you should be fine.
Okay,
if you want to stand here and complain about it,
no,
you can
I'm not
stand here and
complaining.
complain about
I
it.
got to translate
All
this.
I'm just telling you is,
I have to
I
translate
didn't create the
this.
situation. I'm staring at a whole bunch of removed things, and I have a feeling the removal was part of a homeless removal project rather than a vegetation removal project, and your owner is going to get to pay for it if he doesn't get to replace it. That's
I got it.
good. Thank you. Granted.
Thank you.
Hunter, big favor. Do you have another pen? Mine's kind of died.
Next, we're going to fine assessments on page 2, case 22-0308, 116 Sevilla Avenue, John and Sperry Thompson.
Ah, there we go. Thank you so much. Oh, the building department's mad at you. But they're mad at a lot of people on this agenda, so that's okay. All right. What do we have going with case number 22-308?
Code Section 622-105.5 and 91, permit 21-2160 for offense expired. This was observed on 3/4/22. The notice of violation and notice of hearing were mailed out, the notice of violation was mailed out 3/7/22 and was signed for on 3/14/22. Sorry, I have the wrong case.
Okay, we'll try again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us who you are.
We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, permit information.
Once again, we get back to the who are you and what's your address, please?
Sherry Thompson, 116 Sevilla Avenue, Royal
Thanks,
Palm
Judy.
Beach, 33411.
All right, we have a signed COVID green card. It must have worked because she's standing right there, so you do have service.
Those documents, ma'am, I just handed you. Those are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Do you have any objection to those documents?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the permit dump from the building department, I see, again. What do we have going on with her? We have a permit extension in for review.
This is a fine assessment hearing, so your previous order required compliance by May 26th. There still, as of today, is not compliance. So if we can hear from the respondent. Go ahead, ma'am.
So I've been in contact with the pool company ever since this started. And what I've been told is that the person who handled their permits is no longer there, and they have hired a permit running company to assist them. And the latest that I received from them was this afternoon at 3:08, and she said that the permit tech has not replied as of yet. But I did speak with the village prior to that at 3:05 this afternoon, and they explained that they've started the process, but they didn't make the payment. So I contacted them and said, this is what I know from the village. You need to have your company go back in, pay the fee, and get in compliance. I've contacted them every week since the last hearing, and there's been a couple of email exchanges. I have 13 pages here. If you'd like them, I can give them to you, that they've either written back or phoned me to say they're on it, they're on it, they're on it. But it just hasn't been completed.
Okay. So you're trying really hard. Your pool company is just futzing around, and someone needs a $115.43 check to make it right.
And I've offered to pay just to get it done.
Smart move. Is the pool at least in? Are they
The pool it was just a resurface. It,
Oh.
it wasn't anything,
good? At
drastic.
least
It
it
was
wasn't
just a
one of those
resurface.
things. All right, they're whispering, so I'm going to wait for a second.
Well,
Different case?
different
Okay,
case.
they're whispering other things.
Has your contractor given you any indication of when they're going to get it paid and done?
When I phoned today and spoke with the lady, she said, I will give this information to the supervisor, and I received a reply that said the permit tech has not yet replied. Here's our conversations. And so she left it here on May 31st. She said, okay, I'm trying to get the permit reopened now.
What is the name of the contractor again?
The name of the contractor is Southern Pool Plasters, but I don't know the name of the permit tech. She told me that in a previous email. I looked it up. It was nothing that came up online. So I don't know who the contact is other than this email that she gave me, which it just has a name. It doesn't have a contact as far as a company.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I had spoke to Josephine, and it was waiting for the payment. Is that what it's still doing? So
just waiting for a payment,
Josephine was
basically.
going to email them again because they started it. They just need to pay it. And
Yeah, I
then
can
they'll
tell
call-
that they actually did something and they submitted it. They just haven't made the payment.
We can give her additional time.
I think we're going
Bounce
to give
this
her
one to the
additional
next one.
time.
So
I
we'll
was
ask
going
for
to give you additional time anyway since you're working on it and they're not helping you out.
compliance by July 12th or the July 13th fine hearing, and maintain
7/12, 7/13, 25.
maintain the 25. Yes, sir.
This is status fines, so we can do either or.
Okay.
Gotcha. They gave you another month.
And
Bug 'em.
you
Bug 'em
are
out.
able to come in and pay for it if you'd like.
Okay.
They don't, yeah, it doesn't matter who pays for it. They've already submitted the form, so anybody can pay for it at this point.
Can I do it now or come tomorrow?
No, you have to wait till
Have to
they're
be
open
tomorrow.
because they're not ready to
Okay.
accept the check right now.
Okay, very well.
They've got to log it in or do magical stuff over there. I
Just
don't
make
know.
sure you let them know so you don't double pay.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
And don't forget to deduct them from your
Um,
final payment there too.
Thank you.
You'll
Thank
get an
you.
order in the mail. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Next, please.
Next to page 3, this is violation hearings 22-403 1370 Denlo Lane, Alejandro L. Redondo, and Yanelis M. Velasquez. Excuse me if I mispronounced.
Code Section 622-105.5 and 9-1, permit 212160 has expired. This was written on 3/4/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 3/7/22 and was signed for on 3/14/22. The notice of hearing was mailed out 3/23/22 and was signed for on 4/7/22. I'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, permit information.
Okay, thank you. The infamous COVID green card means service.
Your name for the record, ma'am?
Yanelis Mesa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those documents I handed you, those are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into evidence. Do you have any objection to those documents? They're the notice documents for tonight's hearing. Any objection to those papers?
No.
Okay. So is this the fence permit still?
Excuse me?
Is this the fence permit still?
Yes.
So you're still playing with the fence permit? And what's left to be done with this?
This is brand new. This is a violation hearing.
Yeah, I know. It's just $50 due, an easement recorded. Is it still money due? I'm not sure what's
No,
left
this,
out.
it needs to be extended. It's expired.
Oh, it's expired, took too long. Okay. Okay, so they're saying your fence permit is expired because it took too long to rebuild it, so you have to
Yeah, I know. I know it was my bad, but it's my first time doing this. It's my first house. So when I come and the lady there told me ask for a permit, I did it and I throw. That's enough, you know. So I thought I was fine, and now you know I am really bad.
That's okay. It's just a $50 payment, I think. So
We're given time. This is just a
yeah,
violation
this
hearing.
is
So yeah,
they're
we're
gonna give you a month to take the care of
more
this.
than that. Yeah, we're asking for.
Probably
So
more.
what can I do right now? I need to ask for another permit or
You
something?
need to get your
Yeah.
permit. You need to pay for your permit. Is that
So
it?
you can come to the building department and you fill out a permit extension application.
Okay.
So it's the same permit, you're just extending it for 6 more months so that you can get your final inspection.
Okay.
Then once you get the fence done, get your final inspection, and they'll sign off on it, and you'll be done.
Okay.
Good legal term, done.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the dates on this then?
We're asking for compliance by July 28th, or the August 10th fine assessment hearing, or $25 a day fine.
Oh, that's plenty of time. All right. So you have to have this done by July 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Get it done earlier,
Okay.
just so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you so
And you'll
much.
get an order in the mail.
Thank
you.
you. Have a
Okay.
good night.
We're going all the way to page 7, business tax receipt. Oh, no, I'm sorry, fine mitigation hearing.
We've skipped everybody else.
You'll get it in the mail. You'll get it, yeah, they'll mail it to you. This is case 19-0436, 205 Dove Circle, Noelio Alvarez, Lismaylin Morales, and Sergio Morales. And there are a couple of these. I can read them all into the record at once.
Sure.
Second one is 19-1189, 205 Dove Circle, Noelio Alvarez, Lismaylin Morales, and Sergio Morales. And the third one is 21-0298, 205 Dove Circle, Noelio Alvarez, Lismaylin Morales, and Sergio Morales.
Margaret Hancock, Code Enforcement Officer of the Village. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. And Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance. Yeah,
975. Okay, thank you. There you go.
Okay. So this is the part in our program where I said you get to go first because you've already been fined, and tell us why the fine should be reduced.
And first, tell us your name.
Sergio Morales, Dove Circle, 205 Dove Circle.
Thank you, sir.
So why should the fines be reduced?
Well, we've had to take some additional stuff in our household. Like my in-laws lost their house, so they had to move in with us. And I'm actually working 2 jobs in and out of state. We're actually trying to sell our home now to accommodate something a little larger to squeeze 6 people in there. Trying to help the family out. So if, we're trying to get as much bang as we can for a buck when we sell the house, and something like this would put a huge damper in whatever else we need to buy. So I'm asking if what we can do about reducing some of the costs.
Well, why? I mean, you put in structures without permits, installed a roof without a permit, open trailer, and they're all a couple of 2019s and a 2021.
Do you have the fine amounts, or do you want me to read them?
That'd be nice.
Yes, the first case, 19-0436, is $21,975. 19-1189 is $4,150. And 21-0298 is $15,150.
So 21, 25, $40,000. And you've been ignoring stuff since 2019, so
It took a while to get rid of that shed. I mean, I built that shed for a purpose, and it took a while to get rid of everything that was in there. And then I actually got rid of that shed in October of last year, and I called your office, and whatever it was, there was a downshift in staff or whatever it might have been. Somebody didn't come out till just a couple weeks ago, and then they were able to confirm that it was actually, back to whatever photographs it was back to November. I mean, I actually called your office a couple weeks ago, and I spoke with Hunter, and I'm like, hey, I need to close all this stuff up because I'm trying to sell the house. And I had to call a couple of days again until I spoke with another person they're like, oh, we never got any notice to come check out your house. Same thing with the open trailer. I called many, many moons ago, and it just seems to drop the communication somewhere. I know we're all busy and stuff like that, but
that's why I use email, so you can prove these things. Makes life a lot easier. What I'm looking at is you got a lot of stuff here you were fined for that didn't really matter until you wanted to sell the house.
I didn't even know they were on the house until I had to sell the house.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, or fortunately, all these cases require some sort of level of service. And the first thing I do is I check green cards and I check postings and I check all kinds of things to make sure that you got served. Whether you show up or not is your decision. But, you really haven't told me anything right now of why it should be reduced other than you have a lot of people at your house.
I don't have the money to pay the $40,000 you guys are requesting.
All right, what do you suggest the fines be reduced to?
I am willing to work with whatever it is, and I understand I have some fault in this. I'm not saying I'm not to blame, but $40,000 is quite a bit of money. I am more than willing to talk some number, whatever you guys are, whatever you guys are willing to go down for me.
All right, since I can't get a number out of him, can I get a number out of you?
Yes, sir. The village is not opposing reduction. In the first case, we'd be amenable to reducing it to $5,278.76. That's 19-0436. And 19-1189, we'd be willing to reduce it to $1,664.26. And in 21-0298, we'd be willing to reduce it to $3,791.30.
All right, so from 40 down to 10, basically. How's my math skills there? 5, 6,
And
7,
we'd
8.
be asking for that to be paid in 90 days, so that'd be by 9/8 in all three cases.
Is there any way we can settle to like $8,500 for all three cases across the board? Is that something that's acceptable to you guys? Because I can make that payment in the next couple of days. Anything else outside of that would take me a little longer. And I'd like
right,
to.
hold
We actually have
on.
a pending closing date on the 24th, so I'd like to wrap it up as soon as possible.
See, this is a man who knows how to bargain. It's like, here, I have cash for you. You can go and do this. All right, so by when?
I can come by to.
No, not you, them. By when?
By 9/8, that's 90 days.
9/8.
Yes, sir.
All right, case number 19-0436, the $21,975 fine will be reduced to $5,000 by 9/8. In case number 19-1189, the $4,150 will be reduced to $1,000 by 9/8. And in case number 21-0298, the $15,150 will be reduced to $2,500 by 9/8. Does that miraculously add up to $8,500?
It sure does.
Dang. Done. Granted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
You can't do anything to pay these off until I sign orders. I'll probably be signing orders on Friday afternoon.
Okay, so I can stop by Monday, give you guys a call to see if I can stop by and pay them?
Yeah.
That'd be
call
a good
first.
idea to call first to make sure that they have them in hand.
Do I speak to Hunter or do I
Hunter.
speak to anybody? All right, fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I'm not sure, Hunter. Do you know who's here? I
We
don't
got
know who
more
these other
peeps
people are.
here. I probably have to swear them in too.
Yeah, I think so.
Got 11763 Balsam. Is that number one?
Okay.
Well, why don't we just find out? Just go query them and see which we got. for
Tina
1
probably
second.
knows.
And I know we've got 521.
This one's here? Is that you? So you're doing 521? Okay. So we're staying on fine mitigations first. Dina's ready for that one. It's the last one on page 8. It's
Okay.
19-13. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one. I realized they were here. 19-1345, 521 North State Road 7, Royal Center LLC. Sorry about that.
We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay, at least this one's mostly recent. November 2019.
Your name for the record, sir?
Yes, good evening. This is Rigo, last name Ruiz. I'm the senior asset manager for Royal Center LLC.
Can you spell your name, please?
Rigo, last name Ruiz.
Thank you, sir.
I got that. What's the amount of the fine? We all hopping around with that.
$46,650.
How much again?
$46,650. Over here.
Okay, so someone put about a banner without a permit. They kind of ignored it for a while because I did a violation notice, and then they ignored it again when I did the fine assessment, and 46 grand for a sign is an expensive sign, so
Absolutely.
why should it be reduced?
So, Your Honor, I mean, I don't have any doubt that, the city sent out the required paperwork. Something must have happened. It never came to me directly. I mean, this is something that if the tenant wouldn't have handled it, which was Party City in this case, that put the banner, we would have sent our own facilities guys to go ahead and take it down. We found out about it recently because we were doing a lien search on the property. And literally the same day that I found out about it, I told them they could go do a reinspection. We haven't seen a banner there in probably years. Didn't even realize this was something that was not allowed by the city. So, we would have never thought to take it down if we would have seen it. So I reached out to Party City to see if they had any records of when they had that banner installed or removed. They went through their due diligence and they really couldn't find any records of it. So they sent me a letter from the real estate team saying, like, we looked, we can't find it. We've had a lot of turnover in that store. So nobody that was there at the time is there currently, and they don't have any invoicing for it. But usually their banners are seasonal. So something like this would have been probably for like Halloween, and it wouldn't have been there for more than 3 months
Yeah,
before
but
it
then
got
there's
removed.
Christmas, and then there's, oh,
It was, right. 19. Yeah.
now who's at 696 Northeast 125th Street, Miami?
That's the corporate office for Royal Center LLC.
Yeah, that's where the everything's mailed to because they have to mail it to the address on the tax collector's roll. So you're
Yeah, and we've gotten other notices. I mean, this would have been something pretty easy for us to handle, even if the tenant didn't do it. Like I said, I wouldn't even had to have hired anybody. We would have done it internally with our own facilities team. It's not life safety. This is not, so like you said, it's an expensive banner. Obviously we're looking for some kind of assistance in this because it's, it wasn't a life-threatening type of activity for something we weren't aware for some leniency.
all right. So do you have a number you should suggest? Or are you going to listen to what the village says?
I would listen to the village's recommendation, but like I said, given the circumstances, I mean, this is not, illegal build out or anything that would have caused any sort of life safety or anything of the sort. I mean, it probably didn't incur any cost to the city either in going there and inspecting it, but I mean, I would say, or nothing close to what the fine amount is.
Yep. What's your
So,
suggestion?
so typically with commercial properties, many times we oppose reduction. We're not opposing in this case. We'd be willing to reduce it to $10,060.76 payable by 9/8.
Your Honor, I mean, I would definitely prefer it somewhere significantly less than that. Less than 5,000. But I mean, it's still at the end of the day just the banner. And my understanding is
Still not allowed.
Well, I get it, but
And, you know, it's like
but the
you,
the
you get to
object.
help police your tenants to say, hey, by the way, Party City, we kind of been hanging out here in Royal Palm Beach for quite a while, and we've had other tenants that have banners out, and they're not really looked upon favorably.
I can't say that we've ever received a violation for a banner. I can't think of any other instance.
Okay,
And
well,
you know,
obviously, all right.
These are the kind of violations that once somebody sees a banner, then every other commercial entity
Everyone
puts
around
banners
that
up. Right. So
shopping
these are
center says, "Oh, we can do banners
Right.
now. It's all good," and no one wants to look and call the village because they'd say no.
yeah.
So, 10K by 9/8. It's not
Yeah.
46. What you can do. Yes, just 10,000 flat.
okay.
So leave
Thank
the
you.
Pennies off. Okay,
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
This one's here.
next we have more. I bet.
What is it? There it is.
And then on the fine mitigations, 121 Santiago.
Okay. Thank you.
And they all need to be sworn in, and then we're good to go.
Judge
All
Magistrate.
right, everybody, please raise your right hand. Say I do when we're done. We're going to swear you all in. Raise your right hand. Does everyone swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do. They all do. They've been sworn in.
We're going back to page 1. This is a fine assessment hearing. It's 22-0002-11763 Balsam Drive, Ted Rex, LLC.
We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, permit information. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Oh, good. We really could use a new picture. I'm getting tired of Bilbao. All right, signed green card equals service.
Your name for the record, sir?
Yes, Alfonso Duque.
Alfonso, what was your last name?
Duque, it's
DEU.
Delta uniform, Quebec uniform, Echo.
Okay, thank you, sir. And your relation to Ted Rex, LLC?
I'm the owner.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That works. All right, work done without a permit. I have a signed green card, so you have service. It was a stucco job. I take it?
The stucco.
Okay.
This
And it
one-
was supposed to be done by,
Your previous order required compliance by 5/26. It complied on 6/2. So we're asking for a fine of $150 and not continuing. That's the 6 days it was out of compliance.
all right, you're a little bit late, 6 days. So they're looking for a $150 fine. It's going to cost them more than that to get the fine between the attorneys and everything else. So I'm kind of like stuck having to do this, if you know what I mean. The good news is you have fixed the problem, so it's not going to continue. It's just going to be a $150 fine.
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah. So is it $150 per day or is it $100 total?
$150 total because it was only $25 a day for 6 days.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that's it. It's not going to continue. It's already stopped. So once the owner pays the fine, it's all taken care of. Okay?
Yep.
So
Thank you.
$150, no continuing is granted.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay?
We're
You'll get an order. Someone will get an order in the mail next week sometime.
and
After you get the order in the mail, you can pay it off, or someone can pay it off.
okay.
Okay?
Thank you,
Great.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to page 5. These are violation hearings, or this is a violation hearing. It's case 20 in the middle of page 22-0624, 195 Bilbao Street, Jose M. and Raquel Perez.
Code section is 1557.14.2, 124C 06190A35, high grass and weeds, miscellaneous items, and garbage can in public view, sidewalk and driveway are stained. I observed this violation on 4/11/22, sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 4/13/22. It was delivered on 4/16/22, sent out notice of hearing on 5/5/22. That was delivered on 5/7/22. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures. Exhibit 5, affidavit of compliance.
Oh, good. Okay, so what page is this?
Page 5, right in the middle.
Okay. There we go. What's your name, sir?
Jose Perez, sir.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, do you have any objection to those documents I just handed you? Those are the village's exhibits they'd like to enter into evidence. They're the notice documents for tonight's hearing.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you, sir.
so this is all taken care of?
Yes.
So it's just
Finding
a
of
finding of fact?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for complying with the village's ordinances. You're all good, but they do get to tag you as a repeat violator if they see it again. The screening for the garbage can should be, good forever, as long as it stays screened. And just, keep your grass and your sidewalks clean.
All right, I do apologize, but yeah, I appreciate you
Not a
taking
problem.
And just for the record, Special Magistrate, on your agenda, the 06190A1,
Yeah,
just cross out the 1. That's being removed. There's no written description, just cross out the 1.
it's just 19835.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, that's just some technical stuff.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you.
it. Have a good night.
You too.
Yep. Now we get back to the fine mitts.
Now we're going to page 7 again. 2 cases, I'll read them both into the record. Fine mitigations 20-0226, 121 Santiago Street, Mary A. Slater, and case 20-0612, 121 Santiago Street, Mary A. Slater.
We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Okay.
Your name for the record, sir?
Fenol St. Louis.
Can you spell it?
Excuse me?
Spell your name?
Please.
Fenol St. Louis. Fenol.
Fenol. Okay. And last name?
St. Louis. Stlouis.
Stouis?
Stlouis.
Oh, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
That's the easy part. The first name was entertaining, but the last name's easy. And what's your relation to 121 Santiago or Mary Slater?
I'm the owner.
You're the owner? Okay, you bought it.
Yeah.
And Special
And did you-
Magistrate, you want the fine amounts?
Sure.
In 20-0226, the fine amount is $14,475, and it's the same in the second case.
That makes it even or easy. All right, so did you buy this at auction? Did you buy it from a friend? How did you get title to 121 Santiago Street?
I buy from investor. So I don't know if you get a lien when I'm trying to fix, get a permit to fix. I hear get a lien in there. So when I buy it, it was terrible, very bad. So somebody in neighborhood told me it was nuisance. It was very bad. When I was by that, they happy. I buy that. I make that better for on that area. Everybody happy now. So I come here to if he the best you can to do for me to.
All right,
get
so
the
when
lien.
did you buy the property?
Excuse me.
When did you buy the property?
I buy I think November.
November?
Yeah.
Okay. So he bought it and he just bought a lien too.
Yeah.
All right, did you know the liens were there?
I don't know if you get a lien. I buy as is. That's what happened. So I have to take care of everything by myself.
Okay. Now, what should the lien be reduced to? Do you have a number?
Yeah, I see get it two different.
Yeah, well, they're both $14,475, so it's really
Correct.
two the same.
Correct.
I mean, it could be two totally different things, but the way they line up, it's exactly the amount. So, what do you propose?
Oh, I really spend all money I have in the house because it was very bad.
No, I understand, and I've had clients who've spent $90,000 to
I got it.
repair property that they bought, but they understood there was a lien on it, so they knew that they're going to have to pay some money to release the lien.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
kind of the cost of doing business when you start flipping houses that you don't get title insurance for. So you're not going to be, one of
So-
those innocent people who walked into it. You kind of knew what was going on, so we'll find out from the village. What's the village?
What the best you can do for me?
Yeah, we're not opposing reduction. I would like to put on the record that this was a property that was, the neighbors had to deal with for quite some time. The condition of the property, as he said, it was not
Yeah.
great. In the first case, we'd be willing to reduce it to $3,788.66. In the second case, $3,713.06. Both of those payable by 9/8.
All right, so they're proposing reducing the liens from $14,775 to $3,700 approximately each. So that's about $7,500. Well, 37. Is that 7,500-ish?
75, yeah.
How much it be?
7,500 for both of them instead of 28,000.
We don't get the credit for the money we spend.
You
They don't do that.
No, you don't get credit for the money you spent.
Yeah, sometimes they.
You're lucky they dropped it by, I don't know, like 75%. I mean, some
Yeah.
people, they'll reduce it half and
How
you got a
long?
lot worse.
How long is supposed to be paid?
All right, I'll grant the village's numbers. They're lovely and by 9/8, so $3,788.66 on case number 20-226 and $3,713.06 on 20-612. Are these orders going to the right place now? Are they going to Santiago? Are they going to his address where you can find them to pay them? Does he need to tell you what his other address is or what?
I'd have to look at the property appraiser, see what's on there.
If Hunter, do you have a card? We can give him a card and he can email the village and we can make sure he gets a copy of the orders. That's fine.
Okay. She's going to give you a card. You're going to call her or email her and ask her for copies of the orders.
Thank you.
You can't pay the orders anyway until I sign them, which probably be
Yeah,
Friday.
I have to get a copy.
Yeah, you'll probably get a copy next week, and then you can pay them if you wish.
Okay.
And if you don't pay them by 9/8, it goes back up to $28,000. So I think you want to.
When I have to pay?
By September
September 8th.
8th. So 3 months.
If Amatolo is 7 something?
7,500 about.
What about if you get deal pay before that?
Same
Got
amount.
Same amount, no
amount.
discounts
Same
for.
amount?
Yep.
Okay. 7,000 something. Like that. You got the paper? You got the paper? Can you give me the paper?
You got a camera? Phone?
Yeah, I'm
Come
not
here.
sure. Can I get the copy?
Take a picture between my fingers. This way he'll have exact amounts filled. Good. Okay. No, before you pay, I have to sign an order. Otherwise, you can't take money unless I have an order.
Correct.
So you don't have to bring anything but checks or cash. It's up to you. Bitcoins, they don't do that yet.
No Bitcoins.
No Bitcoins. There's all kinds of other ones too, I've heard.
Yes,
They're all
thank you, sir.
cratering.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I guess that ends the live portion of our program. Does anyone need a break? Are we all good? We all
think we're
want to
good.
power through these and go home?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that. Next.
Do you need a break?
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm just asking.
All right, we're going back to page 1 then.
Page 1, 21-993.
Yep, fine assessment hearing, 105 Santa Monica Avenue, Eliabnel Roque.
Elia Benel Roque. I looked at that name to pronounce it earlier because I went, that one's different.
That is a unique name, yeah.
Probably some sort of family thing.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's not horrible. I mean, kind of like my daughters, no one's going to go to Disney and get your license plate for your bicycle.
Well, no one's gonna what?
No one's going to Disney. You know, they have all those license plates for your
Yeah,
bicycle. That's
yeah.
Kathy with a K and Kathy
No,
with
my
a
name,
C.
my name either.
Yeah, Hunter's not going to work. Kyla, you'd think Kyla would almost make it. Kaylin, no.
No.
Especially Kalyn. So, anytime you're ready.
We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, permit information.
Okay, COVID green cards or service. What did my neighbor get?
This one's been out of compliance for 13 days, so a fine of $325 and continuing.
Oh, okay. It was a roofie thing.
Next is,
$325 plus continuing is granted.
thank you. Next is 22-0020, 764 Camellia Drive, Uriah Lobo.
I'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, permit information. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Wow, finding of fact?
No, this one had a fine. It was out of compliance for 6 days, so $150 and not continuing.
150, no continuing, granted.
Thank you.
22-0021, 127 Alcazar Street, Progress Residential Borrower 12 LLC.
I'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, permit information.
Oh, and the last one, service via posting was good service, and this one, service with a signed green card.
Thank you.
This
And
one's
what would you like here?
This one's been out for 13 days, so $325 and continuing.
325 plus continuing is granted.
22-0116, 140 Ponce de Leon Street, Rosalie A. Eels.
I'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, permit information.
Okay, we have signed green cards, we have service. Oh, we have one, we have a permit, a building permit in for review, but they still didn't pay the money?
Right.
Well, doesn't count until you send the check, I guess. What's this one?
This one again, 13 days, so $325 and continuing.
They could have used that money to pay the check. All right, granted.
Thank you. 22-0121 is being pulled.
That's wonderful.
22-0239, 1328 Carousel Way, Floris Leducier and John T. Louis Saint.
I'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3,
You're gonna
pictures.
get your exercise. This COVID side green card equals service.
Give me a slow down. Thank you. This the photos are on the screen for you, Special
Oh,
Magistrate.
they actually changed the picture. You didn't get it for the dirty driveway?
This one's
Well, that's already written
Oh,
on
okay.
another.
oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry, I skipped it. This one's been out for 2 days, so a fine of $50 and continuing.
All right, 50 plus continuing is granted. Pickup
you.
truck.
Thank you.
22-0080, 153 Roy Court Circle, THR Florida LP.
Dead tree.
It's all of them. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4 is 400 permit information.
All right, THR Florida LP has a signed, well, a COVID signed green card, so you have service.
This one's been out of compliance for 13 days, so $325 and continuing.
This is a very nice yard. You'd think they'd want to keep it up there.
They need to remove the dead tree.
Yeah, well, chainsaw time. All right, granted.
22-0086, 244 La Mancha Avenue, Diana Y. and Jeffrey Valentin.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, some business information. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, that's a interesting signature, but it is a signature. So one more.
This one again has been out for 13 days, so $325 and continuing.
It's more into the sun biz just to see what they're doing. My Tech Painting and Renovation.
Yeah, there's 2 different companies. Neither one of them's registered with the village.
Oh, they could at least register one of them, huh?
Yep.
All right, how much is this one?
$325 and continuing.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-1116, 120 Sandpiper Avenue, Maria E. Angelis,
Like to enter,
Eno, and Moises
sorry.
A. Lopez Tellez, sorry.
I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, picture. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
Okay, so
It's that tiki behind the
Yeah.
fence. There's no permit.
well, he wouldn't need one if it was a Seminole tiki, would he? He does
Right.
not need to
He
put
would
it in
need-
setbacks.
You would just need approval, not a permit.
Yeah.
But no, it's like a outdoor kitchen with like a thatched roof type.
Oh, that sounds so nice. I want to cook there. All right, how much?
This one again, 13 days, so 325 and continuing.
Granted.
Thank you. Repeat violation hearing 22-0735, 213 Bilbao Street, Julio E. Ramos.
Code sections 2318B, the trailer's been parked on the driveway. I observed the violation on 4/22/22, sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 4/27/22, and the notice of hearing on 4/27/22, and spoke to the owner as well about it also. So I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, notice of repeat violation and notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures. Exhibit 5, affidavit of compliance.
And then you ran over his mailbox?
Pardon me?
One of the pictures. You go back one. There you go.
This one?
I did not run over his mailbox, no. Somebody else ran over
If
his
you don't
mailbox.
think I'm paying attention to the pictures well, yeah, I am. Okay, so you've talked to them and they're like, whatever.
They fixed it.
I know, they fixed it,
Yeah.
they finally removed it, it took them a while.
Yeah, they
How
might
much
have
is-
hit the mailbox.
Yeah, they may have backed over it. All right, how's that for poetic justice? So what's your
We're asking
damage
for,
here?
it was out of compliance for 12 days. It's a repeat at $50 a day, so 600 and not continuing.
600, no continuing is granted.
Thank you.
Violation hearings 22-252, 12016 Greenway Circle South, Apartment 108, Dorothy G. Imig.
Oh, she's out there talking to someone on the phone. I'm like, what is she doing out there staring at the
I'm
world?
gonna do. Oops. Oh, he needs the pictures.
Got the pictures on the screen, right?
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do this then.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. I didn't have time to do this on the other ones.
I had this feeling like I was standing at customs and they were like stamping a
Yeah.
passport or something. Just flip a page, do something. All right, Dorothy. Is she our first? Yes, she is. You have a, wow.
We would like to enter, excuse me, the code section is 622108.4, air conditioning changed out without a permit. This was observed on 2/15/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 2/16/22 and was signed for on 2/26/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 3/7/22 and was posted. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, permit information.
All right, so somehow this notice made from Greenway Circle to Williston Park New York, but got signed, so you have an affidavit of service as well, so you have double service. So what do we want with these?
We're asking for compliance by July 28th or the
7/28,
August 10th fine
8/10,
assessment hearing, or $25 day fine, yes.
Granted.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be our numbers, I guess.
22-0408, 122 Monterey Way, Antonio and Yenisei Fernandez.
Code Section 622, 105.5, permit 2022-47, an expired permit for pool screen enclosure. This was written on 3/4/22. The notice of violation was signed for on mailed out 3/7/22 and was signed for on 3/14/22. The notice of hearing was mailed out 3/23/22 and was signed for on 4/7/22. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, permit information.
Well, at least the postal person was good enough to put the date on there without putting a scratch or something on the COVID part, but okay, you have service.
Thank you.
Compliance again by 7/28 or the 8/10 fine hearing, or $25 day fine.
Granted.
22-0444, 114 Segovia Court, Darylyn Lacagnina, trust title holder, and Lacagnina Darylyn, trustee.
Code Section 14-4A, 2317-06-190A1 and 3, disabled vehicle. Vehicle doesn't move every 30 days. Parking over the sidewalk and the driveway is stained. I observed this on 3/9/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 3/11/22 and was signed for on 3/15/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 4/7/22 and was signed for on 4/9/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay, so the Disney World was definitely out. Is that the only one, or is there more?
No, there's more.
I kind of figured that
Yeah.
looking at some others. So they like personalized tags, but
Yeah.
don't like paying for re-up them. You have a COVID-19 signed green card, so you have service. What would you like?
Compliance by 7/28 or the 8/10
8/10
fine, or $25.
$25?
Yes, sir.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-0447, 10091 Patience Lane, Whitney E. Van Arsdale.
Code Section 06-190A1, 5 and D, 15-132. The structure and sidewalk are stained. Planting areas are overgrown. I observed this on 3/10/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 3/15/22 and was signed for on 3/29/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 4/25/22 and was signed for on 5/10/22. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay, so you have service by a dated green card. What else do we have on here? Sideways. And the planting areas overgrown are the ones next to the house, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
And this one, the section 5 of the 06-190, which is the sidewalks are stained, is a finding of fact.
Oh, okay, so they clean that?
Yes.
Yes. And
So
then the
it's just the
remaining,
planting areas?
the
You need to call
structure is
my
still
wife.
stained.
Structure.
Right, the structure's still stained in the
Oh,
plantings.
well, in that case, don't call my wife. She's good at weeding, but not painting. It's usually me.
So
Right.
those other sections we're asking for compliance by 7/28 or the 8/10 fine hearing, or $25 day fine.
All right, finding of fact on 06-190A5 and 7/28/8/10/25 on the rest of it.
Thank you.
22-0451, 143 Kingsway, Irene Watson.
Code Section 06-190A1, 5 and 9-4. Structure and sidewalk are stained, fence is stained. I observed this on 3/11/22. The notice of violation was sent out certified mail on 3/15/22 and was signed for on 3/29/22. The notice of hearing was mailed out 4/25/22 and was signed for on 5/4/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay, you have an actual signed green card here. Structure and sidewalk are stained. Thing's massive. Yeah, they're gonna have fun pressure cleaning that. All right, 7/28/8/10/25.
Yes, sir.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-0467, 274 Ponce de Leon Street, Progress Residential Borrower 5 LLC.
Code Section 12-4C, 06-190A1 and 3, 14-2, garbage can and recycle bin in public view. Apron part of the driveway is stained and miscellaneous items. I observed this on 3/16/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 3/17/22 and was signed for on 3/25/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 4/7/22 and was signed for on 4/12/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence: Exhibit 1, notice of violation; Exhibit 2, notice of hearing; Exhibit 3, verification of ownership; and Exhibit 4, pictures.
All right, well, Progress needs to send their vendors out there. 7/28, 8/10/25 is granted.
Thank you.
You don't have service on this next one, right?
Oh, that's right.
So 22-0619 is being pulled.
Good.
22-0645, 184 Kingsway, Joanne M. and Lawrence M. Needle Jr.
Code Section 622-105.5, permit 18-1083, expired for a pole replaster. The notice of violation was sent out certified mail on 4/20/22 and was signed for on 4/22/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 5/3/22 and was signed for on 5/11/22. We'd like to enter the following into evidence: Exhibit 1, notice of violation; Exhibit 2, notice of hearing; Exhibit 3, verification of ownership; and Exhibit 4, permit information.
So do you only get 3 permit extensions? Just asking, because they seem to be up on the 3rd for this one.
That's probably going to be their last one.
3 is it? You only have a year and a half to do your 6-month project? All right, you have service via signed green card 7/28, 8/10/25?
Yes, sir.
Granted.
22-0648, 300 Crestwood Court North, 312 Thomas A. Drenick.
Code Section 622-105.5, permit 19-2580 for AC changeout has expired. This was written on 4/18/22. The notice of violation was sent out certified mail on 4/20/22 and was signed for on 4/25/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 5/10/22 and was signed for on 5/17/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence: Exhibit 1, notice of violation; Exhibit 2, notice of hearing; Exhibit 3, verification of ownership; Exhibit 4, permit information; Exhibit 5, affidavit of compliance.
All right, signed green card equals service. So if I was in Austin, Texas, I wouldn't have a condo here in Florida. That's just hot versus hot. I'd go somewhere else. All right, so what do you want with these?
Finding of fact.
Finding of fact is granted.
Thank you.
22-0652, 1417 Briar Oak Drive, Gabrielle and James Bryce.
Code Section 622-105.5, permit 20-2389 expired for an AC changeout. This was written on 4/18/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 4/20/22 and was signed for on 4/28/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail 5/3/22 and was signed for on 5/10/22. We'd like to enter the following into evidence: Exhibit 1, notice of violation; Exhibit 2, notice of hearing; Exhibit 3, verification of ownership; Exhibit 4, permit information; Exhibit 5, affidavit of compliance.
So they skipped in on June 2nd and extended it again. I read. Finding of fact is granted.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
22-0653 is being pulled. 22-0747, 10198 Yeoman Lane, Julie A. and Winfield Trowbridge.
Code Section 622-105.5, permit 19-2863 expired for a fence. This was written on 4/25/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 4/25/22 and was signed for on 4/28/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 5/3/22 and was signed for on 5/10/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence: Exhibit 1, notice of violation; Exhibit 2, notice of hearing; Exhibit 3, verification of ownership; and Exhibit 4, permit information.
So thank goodness this postal employee likes dating things. So at least you know we've got set on that day. All right, what would you like?
Compliance by 7/28 or the 8/10 fine hearing, or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
Is that it? Or we got, we got,
No, we got more.
We got another
We got
page.
more pages. 22-0145, 102 Houston Court, TAH 2017, 2 Borrower LLC.
Code Sections 14.4, 14.2, 06190A, 3, 2317. Disabled, unused vehicle, miscellaneous items, driveway is stained, parking on or over the sidewalk. I observed this violation on 1/26/22, sent out notice of violation on 3/31/22, posted it to the property, sent out notice of hearing, certified mail on 4/25/22, and it was delivered on 4/28/22. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay, you have an affidavit of service, so you have service. I hope it's a cool car. I mean, it's got a nice cover on it. It's hiding the junk in front of it.
We have no idea what's under it.
Yeah, looks sedanish, but who knows? All right, so
And this one, just for your agenda, Special Magistrate, the one is being stricken from 0619198.
it's 06190A3.
A3 only, yes, sir. And we're asking
Okay.
for compliance by 728 or 810 or $25 day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-0272, 185 Rivera Avenue, Johann Joseph and Wenchel Doricent.
Code sections 1571, 15141. Tree removed without a vegetation removal permit. I observed this violation on 2/16/22. Sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 2/12/22. Posted that to the property. Sent out notice of hearing on 4/15/22. It was delivered on 4/27/22. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, picture. Exhibit 5, AS400 permit information.
All right, so we have track and confirm. So you have service there. And that must have been a heck of a tree.
Yeah, it was one of those ponytail palm
That's
trees.
a ponytail palm. Then it's just one heck of a root.
Yeah, see what it looked like?
That's a monstrous ponytail.
Yeah. And that's what was left.
Well, you know, if you're going to cut it off, at least cut it off. All right, so on this one, 728?
728 or 810 or $25 day fine. 22-0460, 560 North State Road 7, Wendy's Properties LLC.
Code section 2041, signs stuck in the ground are prohibited. I observed this violation on 3/12/22. Sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 3/15/22. Posted it to the property. Sent out notice of hearing on 4/27/22, and it was delivered on 5/2/22. Like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
All right, so your affidavit of service gives you service. I keep forgetting about that one. It's sort of like tucked in and you really don't notice it. So, all right, 728 or something sooner?
No, 728 or 810 or $25 a day.
All right, well, at least we
Thank
get
you.
Thank you.
22-0623, 108 Swan Parkway East, Hector M. Gomez Pino.
You know.
Code sections 2318B, 1 and 2. Or just 2318B, sorry. Code section 14.2, parking on lawn, miscellaneous items. I observed the violation on 4/11/22. Sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 4/13/22. It was received on 4/19/22. Sent out notice of hearing on 4/27/22. It was delivered on 4/30/22. Like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
I like your April 25th picture.
Yeah. Yeah, it's B13, sorry.
B13. All right, so yeah, I like your April 25th picture because it had the one car in the driveway with the cover on it, and both of them are in the grass on either side. So.
Yeah, and then there was one here. This was just on Saturday when I worked. The white car is on the lawn.
Yeah. Okay. They're good at it. They do
Yeah.
a lot of it.
We're asking for
728?
728 compliance, 810 fine hearing, a $25 day fine.
Granted.
22-0628, 1222 Stardust Way, Fausto J. Figueroa.
Code sections 2318B2, 3, 12.4C, 14.2, 06190A1, 3.5. I think it's just 3 and 5.
Right,
correct?
the one's being removed.
We're going to remove the one. Parking on front lawn and back lawn, restricted trailers not screened, garbage can and miscellaneous items in public view, sidewalk and driveway are stained. I observed this violation on 4/12/22, sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 4/13/22. It was delivered on 4/15/22. Sent out notice of hearing, certified mail on 5/13/22, and it was delivered on 5/16/22. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
So after you took the first set of pictures, they put more stuff back there. And then they parked a truck on the lawn that had so much crap in it, it looks like the tires are flat.
Yeah, and they'll be here next month because they stuccoed the whole house without a permit, too.
Oh, well, they're busy. And you have a signed green card, which is unique in COVID times, or at least initialed. So you have service, so what would you like?
And get ready for your Venn diagram. 12.4C,
Which is
Garbage can,
garbage can,
14.2,
miscellaneous items.
and 06-190A 3 and 5 are findings of fact.
Sidewalk, driveway stain.
all right, so garbage can and miscellaneous, and sidewalk and driveway stain are all findings of fact.
Yep, and for the other sections, compliance by 728, 810, or $25 day fine.
And this was not a pretty Venn diagram. This was more like circle, 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 line, line, finding a fact. And then unstuff, so granted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
22-0658, 219 Bob White Road, Maria L. Woodson.
Code Section 622-105.5, permit 21-2516 for AC changeout has expired. This violation was brought to my attention on 4/18/22. I sent out notice of violation certified mail on 4/20/22. It was delivered on 4/26/22. Sent out notice of hearing certified mail on 5/3/22, and it was delivered on 5/7/22. I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, you have a signed green card, a 3-ton horizontal unit. So, you know, the building department needs to take you guys to Golden Corral or something for cleaning up all this stuff for you. They really need to.
We're asking for 728 compliance or 810 or $25 day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-0662, 124 Granada Street, Betty Charisma and Fresnel Pierre.
Code section is 622-105.5. Permit 21-2590 for AC changeout has expired. This was brought to my attention on 4/18/22. Sent out notice of violation, certified mail on 4/20/22. It was signed 4/20/22, and it was signed for on 4/22/22. Sent out notice of hearing, certified mail on 5/3/22, and posted that to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. And Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
I'm stuck on her name. I think she should be a cheerleader because she's got charisma. You have service. What would you like?
Compliance by 728 or the 810 fine hearing or $25 day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
22-0670 is being pulled. 22-0678 is being pulled.
Oh, keep going.
22-430 is being pulled.
Good page.
22-690 is being pulled.
Great page.
22-699 is being pulled.
Almost a perfect page.
And I hope Dina's coming for 10233 Okeechobee, which is 22-697 10233 Okeechobee
Ruined
Boulevard, B11, Cobblestone Village at Royal Palm Beach.
You just ruined it. It was almost a perfect page. Yep. All right, signed green card equals service. What do the Cobblestone people do? They sign 2 green cards. They really, really have service.
Code section 622-105.5, building permit 21-2756 is expired. The notice violation was mailed out 4/20/22 and was signed for on 4/22/22. The notice of hearing was sent out certified mail 5/2/22 and was signed for on 5/5/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation. Exhibit 2, notice of hearing. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, permit information.
All right, like I said, tons of signed green stuff. What would you like?
Compliance by 728 or the 810 fine hearing or $25 day fine.
Good. Done. Granted.
Top of page 7 is the business tax receipt hearing, case 22-0613-12961, Palms West Drive, Palms West Hospital, Inc., Ducharme, McMillan and Associates, Palms West Surgical Center.
Code Section 16-1A and 16-9, Village of Royal Palm Beach business tax receipt is expired. This was observed on 4/6/22. The notice of violation was mailed out 4/7/22 and 14/22 with the, the notice of violation and notice hearing were mailed out together. We'd like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Someone got stuck.
Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, business tax receipt, AS 400 information.
All right, so they signed green cards, so you have service.
Okay, thank you.
What do you want?
This one, the license fee is $100 plus the 25. This has been delinquent for more than 150 days.
125 plus 250
Plus
plus
250 plus 250, so that's 625 payable by 7/8/22.
Got it, granted. And last but not least,
Is on the addendum, the violation hearing, case 22-489-12953, Palms West Drive, number 102, Palms West Hospital, Inc., Ducharme, McMillan and Associates.
wow, they're repeats.
Code Section 16-1A and 16-9, Village of Royal Palm Beach business tax receipt is expired. The notice of violation was mailed out 3/17/22 and was signed for on 3/28/22. The notice of hearing was mailed out 4/2/22 and was signed for on 5/6/22. We would like to enter the following into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, business tax receipt information.
All right, so COVID green cards are service.
This one again has been out over 150 days, so we're asking for $100 plus the 25%, which is 125 plus 250 plus 250. That's 625 payable by 7/8/22.
Granted. Anything further?
You have minutes, I think,
I
to
have
sign.
minutes to be signed. Please let the record reflect that I am signing the April minutes.
Is it April or May?
It says minutes of the April 13th, 2022 hearing. Oh, that's minutes from the prior one. This is May. This is May 11th. Never mind. Please let the record reflect I did not steal her Hilton pen. But I will throw away this one that I brought because it just skipped like cray-cray. Anything further?
No, sir, thank you.
Jeez. We're done.